All right, I had to just mow a quick circle for when I put up a fence. That way it doesn't ground out as much on the tall grass. Um, I'm gonna do the animals, get them fed first, and then I'll come back and work on this. So let's go do that. What's up, bud? What? You want to eat? Let's go. Wow, it's quite a workout on the calf muscles, pushing all those stakes in with your legs. Um, Went up pretty good. My guesstimate was a little small, but the way I got it set up will do just fine. I look behind me and I got the cat, the goats, and the chickens all hanging out together. I'll show you guys. Here's the chickens and goats. Mr. Cupid is right there, that little black dot. He's a stealthy little guy. Beautiful morning here. It's a good time to do this. All right, folks, I have the coop door. I'm just going to assemble the rear end here and then cut out the hole, get it put together, and we should have this ready to go in a few minutes. So here's their coop door. Pretty small. It's solar powered, and it'll have memory so I can set the time morning and evening. And it's solar, so I'll also have a little solar panel that I have to hook up on top. But let's get to it. Here's Mama. So we're gonna try to do this with the chainsaw. It's a pretty small hole to cut. Yeah, let's give it a go. Close and you can watch with me. I don't know. Well, it's charging. Yep. Current time. Hey, Lincoln. Link. You're okay, bud.
It's about to hit the gate.
Yeah, I saw you got going a little too fast. You were racing like a NASCAR driver.
I didn't even realize.
That's alright. This hitch is really bent, I guess. So it just keeps coming off.
The favorite thing about staying home is this stuff is I can help with farming.
Yep, I know. Alright, so what I'm going to have you do, Rick, turn your wheel this way. Go forward a little bit. Nice and slow. Yep. Alright, now turn that way. And then, hey, Lincoln, stop at the barn, okay? That sheet metal is dangerous stuff. When it goes by, it can cut you. He's doing good. He's learning. Important thing is he has the confidence right now. He'll get these little things right. You know, he was going a little too fast. But that's youth for you. You always want to go a little too fast through life. All right, we'll load up the water and then we'll tow it out there. Hey, Link, stop right there.
I know, I was just making sure it didn't go downhill.
Okay, then yeah, pull up there then. Okay,
Yeah.
good idea, son. Good idea, son.
That scared me a little.
All right, you want to wait here and I'll get the water?
Yeah.
You just make sure nothing happens.
I'm going in the shade right here.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Gotta wash this out. Ready?
Brian, you better not drink.
No, that's all. Got a little algae in it. Catch up. Oh! Squirted. Here it's on. Yep. Just takes a minute before the spray the sides real good, and I'll dump it out, and then we'll probably spray it. Yeah. Now just stick your thumb over there and spray it. Try that. I appreciate your help, bud. It's fine.
Stuff down here is super easy to clean.
Yeah. It's actually not dirty. It's just got a little bit of grass clippings in it. Spray those sides again? Yeah. I'll put it on the trailer and just fill it up on the trailer. Yep. Ready? Stood. All right, try just, yeah, you're gonna spill some water, don't worry about it. Just go slow. Slow, slow. Yep, just like that, bud, just like that. You're doing great. It's the trailer that's making all that bumping, but we're doing great. It's logs, farmer logs. Make a big sweep and turn, bud. Nice and slow. Sweep that turn out there, nice and slow. Sun is blinding. Go right out into the middle and then stop. Grass is really long. Keep going. Okay, stop there. Nice job, bud.
Look, that seat is so high.
Yeah,
Where I was sitting.
I bet it was. All right, we got this up in here. Yep, the chicken door. Okay. You are. You did awesome, bud. Come on, come on. Coming?
Yeah.
Come on.
I was waiting till the Target game came.
Yeah, look. They're being slow folks today, Logs.
Dude.
Don't worry about the
Yeah,
baby.
I'll get the babies like after we're done. Oh, Nutmeg's not coming. Go, Nutmeg.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad, Logs.
Yeah. I didn't even realize I took off without
No,
them.
it's okay.
Okay.
I was getting mad at the goats, not you. They were not listening.
Should I turn off the video?
Yeah, you can turn it off. So there they are. We don't have the chickens in yet. We'll do that tomorrow. Well, actually, I'll probably do it tonight once they fall asleep. They're easy to take off the top of the roost, and I can just force it into the coop. But quite a bit of room for the goats to graze and browse. And then in a few days, we just move it. And they get a whole new section. I'm gonna leave the ATV hooked right up to it. And I just took the keys out. Probably either move it by hand or with the tractor most of the time, actually. It's just, we were in a hurry to close it up. Our first time and all, we decided to just leave it there. Pretty happy. Almost touched the fence. That's a no-no. It's just another look from the side. So all the shades on this side of the machine right now. It's not a whole lot because it's near midday, but it'll get better as the afternoon goes on. The shadow on the other side will get bigger. So they're liking it already. They ran right in there. Ooh, slow down, Bugsy. So, Logs, you had to drive the ATV up towing the big chicken coop goat hotspot.
Yep.
How was it?
Awesome, but
Yeah.
also very scary.
Tell me what was scary.
The water. I kept thinking it splashed on my back, and I was like, ah! And I was like, oh wait, never mind.
I know, I saw at one point it really got splashing, but that was the trailer's fault. It broke and it wasn't the wheel wasn't retracting. So what was, besides moving it with water in it, what was the hardest part?
Probably steering around the tight corners.
Yeah.
'Cause
Tell me about where you had to drive from, like when you started.
All the way down at our house, so that I had to drive all the way up here.
Yeah, and tell me about that last turn right before we went in to the chicken wire.
All the like that right there.
Yeah, that one and
Yeah.
that one over there.
Yeah, like it was like I thought I was gonna hit the corner, and then when I was parking in right here, kept getting surrounded by all the dogs. They're like, oh yay!
Yeah.
And I was like, ah!
Yeah, at one point Brownie was like just that far underneath. But Lincoln had no mishaps. All the mishaps that happened were because of either the trailer or something I forgot to do, like pulled up the retractable arm on the trailer. So kudos to Logs. It's always good to have a farm hand Lincoln the farmhand. So, all right, we're back at it next time. Peace. So, there it is. Everything's in place. Not everything. Tomorrow morning, before I put the goats in, I'll load their hay bin up. And tonight, we're going to catch the chickens while they're sleeping and put them in the coop. And then it'll be functioning, you know. I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm just looking at what they've already eaten down, and it'll probably be 2 days worth. So, so why are we putting our goats out in the field and not in the barn like we always have? A few months ago, our barn pastures, we have 2 of them. There's a very small one that's connected directly to a stall in the barn. So it's a bigger stall, and it also has a small pasture about 60 by 20 feet or so. And then there's the main part of the barn with its stalls, and then a half-acre pasture. Both of those pastures were contaminated with worms, parasitic worms, not earth crawlers or anything like that. And we lost 2 goats due to the worm infestation before we could get things under control and get everybody medicated. But that's not the story. So we had to put the goats somewhere. We came up with getting some Premier One fencing, and that was probably the best thing we did. It was a little small at first, but once I added the second ring, so there's 2 sections of 100-foot fencing here. It goes all the way around, you can see it. And then it really was just a matter of creating that little thing. And all we wanted them to have was shelter, mainly from the sun, but water and a place to store hay. They're going to have all this green to eat. They probably won't really touch much of the hay, but sometimes they like to come back and get some just for the extra roughage. And when doing that, our intent was just to build a shelter for shade and what have you for the goats. And when I was looking at that, I'm like, I'm going to build this anyhow. Why not incorporate a chicken coop into it? So this whole structure was just going to be open and be space for the goats to lay around. Instead, we closed it in and just left the eaves out long for shade. And they can also crawl down underneath and lay if they want to. But, well, the chickens and the goats together, and they'll be both working this land. And we'll be able to use so much more of our pasture that we weren't using before. And it's going to help our pasture. I hate when I have to mow it just for the sake of getting it down to something lower, manageable. So now it'll be nice. The goats will do that for me. I just got to move the fence around for them every couple days. And it'll pretty much just work on its own. And I think the real results will be in probably about a year or so, when we see how the goats trample and disturb the earth and eat the grass down. It actually has a spontaneous growth effect right after that. You want to get your animals off it before they get down and they're pulling the stuff out of the ground. But when they just top the grass is left with still a big root ball, and a little bit of that will die back, but more importantly, the grass just grows faster, grows thicker and healthier. So it's a process that happens over time as they graze and disturb the earth and eat the grass. The chickens come along, they do the same thing. They disturb the earth, they eat the parasites and anything that might be bothering the goats, any bugs and things like that. And the whole vessel just moves around together, you know. I do see us getting more of this Premier One fencing in the future, and what I would probably do at that point then is make it more of a grid system and move it
in a grid. Right now, I think I'm just going to kind of go willy-nilly and just move it in different spots, semi-close, so I don't have to do a lot of work, but I really just to move it around and test out different parts of the pasture that have never been grazed since we've been here. The horses did graze quite a bit, but even when we had the horses, we still closed off half of this pasture. So I'm in particularly curious when I put them in that far spot was the former riding ring. I want to see how they can help that particular part of the pasture. It doesn't grow the same, it's much shorter, and it used to be barren hard pan clay, but we do have something growing on there at least. So it'll be great to see the goats move through that and help that part of the pasture. But I don't know, I think it's a pretty good success, and it's a good starting point. I think tomorrow what I'll do is maybe do a short video just to show you guys with the chickens in here. But other than that, it's complete, and this is how it'll be. Just a matter of managing it and the goats. They're curious. What are we doing in here, Steve? Well, folks, thanks for watching. This one was actually a lot of fun. Everything from building the little, coop mobile thing there, to working with Lincoln, putting up the fence, and, well, not the fence, but excuse me, putting up the coop, bringing it up from the house and everything. It's always good to get the kids involved. Speaking of kids, look who's laying right here. I didn't even notice got 3 of them laying right there. 4th one's over there. Yeah, this is going to work out. All right, folks, thanks for watching. Have a great day.